What is going on, guys? It is SrNova, and today I have another episode here on Daegonner and my voice. But basically I have another episode here on Daegonner, and like I'm not 100% sure why, but wait, what am I doing? But I've gotten like so many messages like on Daegonner and on YouTube actually. People are like, can you like make a video or multiple videos actually of you guys like doing what you do on a normal basis and like building your base because you've never really done that before and stuff like that, and I'm just kinda like curious or something. So basically that's what I'm gonna be doing today. So this is basically what I do. Like, at least it's the first week on Daegonner, like it goes reset and stuff like that. So you obviously want to get your base going. This is what we have going so far if you like look up. So yeah, hold on a sec. Alright guys, and I'm sorry about that, my dad had to ask me a question, but basically a lot of people have been asking me like what do you guys do on a normal basis? What are some good defenses to put in your base if I don't want to get raided and stuff like that? And they just like want to see me build my base overall and like how I do it and stuff like that, because I don't know, my faction was pretty OP last map. I think we came up to like around 20 iron golem spawners, which were worth around 700k each. So if you do the math on that, that's like I don't even know, it's like a lot, but how much would that be? So so they're worth at least like 600,000, so that's like 4.2 million, I think, off the top of my head, something like that. But basically they were like, overall we had like so many spawners. Like we had I think it was 39 enderman, 42 creeper, and 70 plus cows. So last map we got completely destroyed until we got insided, which was a shame. I'm not gonna say who because I don't really want him to get any more hate than he has, because he's got a lot of hate. So basically we were very rich last map, and people just like kind of want to know how I got so rich and like what are some of the guidelines to make a decent base. So like the first thing which I'm doing right now, these are called shrinches, and basically shrinches work to make people want to, or not want to, but have to stack more sand. And like if you guys like not know this like already, in raiding the most like expensive and TNT consuming thing to do is what's that thing called? Stacking sand. Like hybriding, you don't need a lot of sand for. Sometimes for slab busting you do need sand, but I mean not sand, TNT. And you guys like the main thing about raiding is most of the time you do not have enough TNT to raid all the good bases. So with trenches, I guess like completely drains the amount of TNT that you have to use. So what you're gonna want to do is go down to bedrock, as you guys can see there. Like you definitely want to go to bedrock. And if you guys are wondering why this sand wall is not watered, it's just because it's not 100% finished and stuff like that. We have to finish the wall, except to like the Y of 100, I think, something like that. So yeah, there's that. So this is why this is not watered, and like the reason why we have the sand wall is because there's this, I don't want to call it a new cannon, but it's like semi-new. It's called the reverse slab bust hybrid, I think. Yeah, like basically, if you guys don't know what a reverse slab bust does, instead of it slab busting down, so like let's just pretend that this is your wall. The TNT will like, this is the TNT, it will hit your wall, so hits your wall, then the TNT will float down to the bottom, and like right here is where the slabs will be, so it blows up the slabs. Then you can just like stack your sand all the way up. But I don't even remember what I was saying, but yeah, I don't even remember what I was saying, to be completely honest. But oh yeah, a reverse slab bust, but instead of the TNT going down like it's supposed to, it actually goes up like this, and it hybrids instead of just shooting a regular TNT. So with this defense right here, the sand wall, you have to like get through the entire sand wall, then like you have to tunnel the sand wall, which does take up some, like a pretty decent amount of TNT, and then you have to reverse slab bust, which makes it that much harder. And then on top of that, we also have defenses against the reverse slab bust hybrid. And I mean, if you guys don't want to get reverse slab bust hybrided, you have to prevent against tunneling. And if you guys don't know what tunneling is either, I mean, tunneling is just basically like they'll build a tunnel. Like, it's hard to explain, almost like instead of like tunneling up in the air at the walls, they'll go underground and they'll break all of the, what's that thing called? They'll go underground and they'll break all of the stone and stuff like that, and then they'll like, the TNT will end up all the way down there, and they just have to like break all the sand from bedrock to skyline, which makes it a pain to tunnel. So that takes some time, so you definitely want to add at least one sand wall. And then I'm just gonna go to the top of my bassy really quick. if I just do that. And I'm gonna show you some of the defenses that we have. It honestly takes a lot of time to do a bunch of stuff for bases. Like just laying out the defenses by itself, because like laying them out takes a while, I guess, with all the shifting and things like that. So we start the base out here with we haven't done this yet. We're actually planning on doing that. But if I break this block right here and I lost the obby, that's annoying. So /buy, get some obby, and I bought glass. Yay. So this right here in the middle is gonna be a sand wall. So I honestly don't know the purpose of that, but all the Gong Controller bases have it. So there's going to be another sand wall, like we have that one over there. Then we're going to have this one. It's going to be better at the sky limit, which is going to be cool. Dwight is gay, so I'm probably going to get kicked. Oh, whoops. Dwight is gay, so there we go. And then we have two flat walls right here, as you guys can see. And then right here we have not started this wall, but it's going to be a wraparound triple filter. And basically, if you don't know what a triple filter is, it's basically it makes them have to stack less sand per shot, and it's just kind of harder to get through than regular flat walls, which is pretty cool. Then right here is what's that thing called? This is where the sand wall is gonna be. Like it's gonna be all the way up to here. We just haven't finished it. Then right here we spammed all of these flat walls, and then that's where the flat walls are gonna end. And then I think we're gonna do spaghetti walls, and that's basically a different type of sand wall. It's shaped different and it's harder to get through. So yeah, there's that. And then right here, we're not done with these either. We have to finish up a lot of things. Like everybody besides me and my faction, and like a few people like Jeff Gordon Rocks and Cass have been like really lazy. Like some of them have been doing like a wall or two, but for the most part, as you guys can see by how much we have done, like they've been pretty lazy. So yeah. And right here, these are our left shooter defenses, and these are a must-have on all bases. Like of course you need regular walls, but like left shooter defenses, these are a must-have. Like I'll show you how they work. Like so basically, if you want to use a left shooter, they're gonna have to shoot through. It just acts as a normal wall basically. So it's like they have to shoot through this, then this, then this, then this, and so on and so forth. And then they're gonna get to the what's that thing called? They just have to shoot through all these, and then they get to the what's it called, like the shorter walls. It's not a wraparound. You can't really do it with a wraparound because these walls right here like defend the wraparound. So basically, once you get here, you're gonna blow through this wall, and you're gonna blow through this wall. So I'm just gonna pretend like I'm the TNT. So we're just gonna infusion this up. Then we're gonna go like this. So I'm the TNT. I'm still the TNT. I'm just going through this with my TNT. And then once you get to a certain point, the TNT will actually shoot this way, so they're gonna have to get through this wall too. So the TNT they're gonna have to stack all the way up on this wall, and then they're gonna have to, it's just gonna keep on shooting left, and it's a good way to bypass, like, it's mainly on Gong Controller, because based on Gong Controller of like 100+ walls, and that's like obviously really hard to get through and stuff like that. So what's that, whatchamacallit? So it's really hard to get through that, so this is a lot easier and faster if you like don't want to go through 100 walls. Like, so it's a lot better to have it than not to have it. So I don't even think I have any endstone, to be completely honest with you. So I'm kind of screwed. I just made a hole in the bastion. I don't even have any what's that thing called, endstone. There might be some in here. And basically, this is the base. I don't think you guys can see all the way up there. Just turn that all the way up for a minute. Wait for it to render. And then, yeah, I got endstone. So, it's gonna go like this. And then, yeah, I don't think it's all gonna load. But basically, this is at the Y of 100, like 20 or something like that. And it goes all the way up to sky limits. So it's definitely a big base, and it's hard to build and stuff like that. But we're gonna do it. It's not gonna be too bad with the amount of people that we have working. So I did all 6 of these walls. I think it is 2, 4, 6. Me and Mage, I did like 4 of them, maybe 5 of them. Mage did 2 of them. Yeah, there was probably like a 4 to 2. So I did 4. He did 2. And then I didn't do any of those over there or any of those on that side. And that wall all the way back there, that's the border. So we don't have to build walls on that side or anything like that. So right now I'm just gonna do these left shooter defenses, which are very important. And we might have done a bit too many. You don't have to do like as many as we did. And we're doing them at an obby. That's also not necessary. But the amount of walls that we have planned, it's like almost like we should, if you know what I mean. So we're just gonna buy some water buckets so we can water it. But these things are a pain to do. If I like, honestly, this is probably my least favorite fucking wall to do. Like, these are a pain. They're really easy to do and stuff like that. It's just that they're so annoying, tedious, and boring to do. Like, literally, this is all you do the entire time is just pillars straight up and then you place water on the top. So yeah, it does get very boring and stuff like that. But you know, it's not too bad compared to like honeycombs, which we did last map, which are pretty crappy defense. I don't know why we did them. And filters are like pretty hard to do. Like, they're not fun at all. So these are definitely unnecessary. Like, all you have to do is just set them up like it's like a block, then you skip a block, then another block, then you skip a block. It's like almost like a checkerboard, but it has a space in between each of them. So it's really not that bad, but it's pretty resource consuming and stuff like that. So you definitely, if you want to do it out of obby, you need to make sure to have money. Like, I have a decent amount of money, like 700k. It's the beginning of the map and we don't have any of our spawners left to make any money, so that's part of the reason why I'm so poor. Like, if you guys look on Baltop, there's a guy with like 4 million just about. He's just like raping eco and stuff like that. And yeah. And also another thing that really sucks in our situation is our closest ally, Base Nation. That's the faction name, Base Nation. These guys, they all got banned, which is really not good for us because it's not good at all for us just because they're one of our closest allies, and like those are the people that usually cannon for us. And like, cause Mob, if you guys didn't know, like my faction, Mob, I'm the owner and stuff like that. Mob, whatchamacallit, we are more of a PvP faction than more of a raiding faction because that's kind of where I started. I didn't really start out by raiding or anything like that. I started out by PvP. Oh, that's a bucket, that scared me. But I started out through PvP, and I got started like, I could stack around 70 sand, which is it's a decent amount. That's definitely not a bad raider, but at the same time, it's definitely not a good raider. It's just like average. It's a bit over average, I'd have to say. Like a 40 stacker is average, I'd have to say. So I'm learning from what's that thing called? Base Nation's raider, Gucci PvP. That's the owner of their faction. He's kind of like giving me some like tips and stuff like that for cannoning. So he's definitely helped me out and stuff like that. Yeah, he's been like really helpful. So yeah. And then once, like, we aren't planning to do the inside of the Abassi until, I'd have to say, all the walls that I've laid out and all the trenches that I've laid out are done, because the worst thing you want to do is just put something in your base that's not protected. Like, the chances of somebody cannoning the amount of walls that we have right now when there's nothing in the base is basically slim to none. There's those, like, some factions that will cannon you just to, like, make you mad and stuff like that, like, just to piss you off and slow you down so their faction could get on top. But nobody would go through that much of a struggle just to get a base like that. And it's like, with this many walls that we have right now, we have about like 7 walls, which is like, don't get me wrong, that's like nothing, but with the amount of TNT that's in the map right now, which is like basically none, there's probably like 6 dubs, no, probably more than that. There's probably like 20 dubs, and that's between the entire server of TNT. I mean, it's probably not worth it for anybody to even attempt to raid us because it's not worth it or anything like that. So we just gotta get these left shooter defenses up, and you also have to do these on that side. You just have to put it on every single corner. You don't have to put it on that corner because it's the border and stuff like that, so you don't need it over there. But we do need 2 sets of them on this side and then the opposite side, because this is where you could get left shot, I guess you could say. And our claims are decent. Like, if you're gonna build a base, you have to make sure that you have claims. Like, I'd have to say you want at least a 7. Gosh, my voice. But I'd have to say you want at least, like, at the bare minimum, at least a 15 chunk buffer on each side. And if you're gonna start a base on Daegonner and you like kind of started out the server because of me, I'd suggest that you go in the overworld, because the end is just so crowded. If you go to the end, it's gonna be like really hard to find a good spot to build your base, and people will always like piss you off and come to your base and like shoot you off your walls and stuff like that and kill you in your trenches, and it's just like really annoying. So I would suggest that you go in the overworld at the border, which is 10,000, and you just build your base right there. And then if you're a 1-person faction, I say that you build like a 7x7 base. If you have 5 people, I say you build a 1x1 base. And then if you have like I'd have to say 12 players maybe, which is about what we have building our base. I say you do a 2x2 if you really want to go to that extent, but 2x2s are pretty big if you ask me. That's 2 chunks by 2 chunks, which is 32 by 32 blocks, and so we're basically a 2x2 to for like 150 blocks, which is like a ton of room. And our plans on Daegonner is basically to just keep on expanding. So if like we're probably gonna get at least 50 walls up by the time we do this, but if we don't get raided the entire map, we're gonna eventually make this base a bedrock to sky limit, which will be awesome. We're just gonna like use the slab cakes as a wall, and we're gonna make some of the walls because right now these walls are considered a sky wall, and then full walls are bedrock to sky limit. So we're gonna make a few of these bedrock to sky limit, but most of them we're just gonna make sky walls, and then put the slab cakes. Oh god, I can't even talk. But the slab cakes, which are basically exactly what it sounds like. They're just slabs stacked on top of each other, and it makes them just have to like slab bust. I can't even talk, honestly. But it just makes them have to slab bust a butt ton, and they just have to completely just piss away TNT, and it's just more than annoying and stuff like that. So oh gosh, what am I doing? So it's just more than annoying to have to slab bust. It's just almost a waste of time, and it pisses people off. So that's probably what we're gonna do, is we're gonna use slab cakes as a wall, and we're just gonna absolutely spam spaghetti walls for the anti-tunneling defense. Because if we do make it bedrock to sky limit, that's what we're gonna end up doing, because I have a feeling if you don't get raided for at least like a month or two, our base is just gonna get full and loaded, because we're not gonna be building. We're just gonna be like gaining profit, if you know what I mean. Like once we get our base up, it's all gonna be profit from there, and it's like unless we have to buy spawners, and that's still gonna be profit. So yeah. And I think I'm about to end off this episode, but I really like, I can't even talk. I'm just like bumbling. But if you guys enjoyed this, just like let me know. I mean, I don't really want to PvP this early in the map, just because, well, it's this early in the map, and like you don't really want to PvP this early in the map. You just want to get a good base so you can bang stuff and it can be safe and you don't get it stolen. But this is just mainly what I've been doing and stuff like that. And I completely suggest that you do the same thing. You just make a base and then you go in PvP. So that's mainly why I've not been PvPing and no videos have been up, just because I've been working on this base. But if you guys like want to see more than like, I honestly can't even talk. I'm just like repeating my words. So if you guys like want to see more of this and stuff like that, I mean, I think it's better than no video. If like I was a viewer and stuff like that, I just think it was great compared to like having no video at all. I'd be like, yeah, keep on doing this. But a lot of people requested it, and actually, he's my friend that I have to say, but Thunder Alert, you guys go and check him out. I think his YouTube is Thunder Vids. He used to play on Gong Stroller, and I don't know, I found it pretty entertaining when he was working on a base with his faction. I don't know why, I just found it pretty entertaining when I think it's pretty boring like when I make it. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, let me know if you guys did, and just gonna finish up this last pillar and blab on. So I don't know, I found it really entertaining when he did it, so I decided to give it a try on top of all the other suggestions that I've had to do, like build my base. Like, obviously I can't record my whole base because it would take hours on hours and stuff like that. It would just be a pain, and eventually it would get boring to watch. Like, I mean, it would have to get boring to watch eventually. So I mean, I'm hoping by the end of the week we could have at least 20 walls up on each side. And we could have all of these left shooter defenses done, and we could have all the trenches done. And then after that, the next week we're probably just gonna do slab cakes, and we're probably just gonna do slab cakes. And like, slab cakes take so much time compared to I can't even think compared to walls. Like, slab cakes, oh man, my Minecraft is glitched. I'm not even holding anything, to be completely honest with you. Like, I guess it's froze or something like that. But slab cakes take so much longer compared to, I'm not even moving. It won't even let me do anything, to be completely honest with you. So I'm probably just gonna have to end the video like this. But slab cakes take times 10 the amount of work than walls, but they are definitely worth it if you ask me. So I'm gonna have to end off the video like this because my Minecraft just froze. Like, I'm not even holding my spacebar. Like, I'll tap it. Like, I don't know if you guys could hear this or not, but I'm tapping it, and I'm tapping tab. I doubt you guys could hear. Oh, okay, it's done. So basically, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know if you guys did. I mean, I kind of think it's gonna be alright. Oh, I have no idea how I didn't die. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I mean, the base is coming along well, in my opinion. I mean, we have a lot to do, obviously, but it's definitely coming along. And, like, really quick, I think my favorite thing about this base is, like, with all my other bases that have been in the end, you can never survive when you jump. But usually, not always, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Yeah, but you see, like, always when I jump now, I survive, which is, like, amazing. So I don't really lose that much power anymore when I jump, which is so sick. I mean, that's awesome. So there was the base. I'm just gonna walk around it a bit for you guys. That's 20 walls right there, and that's 20 left shooter defenses where it matters. So yeah, and yeah, his T-Pack has pigs. Oh god. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys want to come on Daegonner and just say hey, that'd be pretty cool. So if you guys liked it, make sure to leave a like. That'd mean a lot to me. And if you guys just want to see this, make sure to let me know. If you guys hate it, then just let me know. I just need to know if I should do this again, because like I was pretty indecisive if I wanted to do it or not. So you definitely have to let me know. Are the mobs in Dwight or too strong, kid? So basically, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to leave a like again. So yeah, as always, guys, my name is Over, and I'll see you guys next time. So yeah, peace out. Cause acting shook will get your girlfriend snatched and took when she gave me that nasty look. In came the pussy crook. Now we do what we want, you can have her after. She kept saying G-Eazy is her favorite rapper. My bitches loaded, loaded, loaded. 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 Yeah, 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 my bitches.